Zeref, the Black Wizard. See, he's been talked about up until this point in the story, right? In the anime. Black Wizard Zeref, the most powerful wizard, the most evil wizard, creating demons. And he had a book that he had these demons, that he created. And people could summon them, and he knew about them, and he was still running around. But what they, were trying to do was awaken his power, because he, every once in a while, Zeref would go to sleep and, rest. He's been around for over 400 years, and Grimoire Heart was after him. He was on Tenro Island. Obviously he was there because he knew of Mavis, the first guild master. He saw Natsu and he was like, Natsu, it's you. It triggered him. It was the first trigger, to get people to know that Zeref was on the island. Only a few people would know about that. But basically the curse of Unsung, it came and it, killed all the trees in the area, even turned Natsu's scarf black. And then he went on his way, but then he fell asleep again. Because he was like, damn, because he was he'd been alive for a long time. So he's like, do I kill my brother, or not my brother, but Natsu and everybody, or do I, let them live and just keep running around like this? Eventually Ultir found him and she was like, you're coming with us. You have to, help us create this brand new magic world. You are the one who's, gonna do that for us. And he was like, I won't be doing that because I have my own, way of doing things. Humans are, good and bad, but I feel like you're part of the, evil side of things. You would use my powers for nefarious purposes. You know, I have the ability to do things, but I don't need you to get involved or, sway me different ways. He then, was knowledgeable of another powerhouse that was coming through called Acnologia. He's like, I need to get off this island now. He senses my power and shit because I woke up. That's Acnologia coming here. He then he killed Zonkro and let Melody and Ultir escape, and then he killed Hades too. And then he left the island as well to run around the world as he pleases, as he usually does. But Zeref strength 91%, speed 92, durability 97, 98 for his endurance, and a 91 for his intelligence, 99 for his experience, and then an 89 for his close skills. Range skills are 96. Recoups a 94, and then a 95 for his hacks. So his overall power score is a 94.2 during the Tenoru Island arc when he woke up and they finally saw what he looked like. A big cool on the corner.